Hello, welcome to another video, and in this video we will talk about Gemma 4 that Google released last week. It is a really powerful model and I'm quite impressed with this model. I've tried it and tested it in multiple scenarios. So in this video I'll show you how you can use this model as a chat assistant, how you can integrate this model in Claude Code and use it as agent, and how you can use this model in your phone. I have created one skill for this model that you can also use in your phone and you can play some small games. So let's get started with the video.
So first thing that you will need to do is open up your favorite browser and go to this website LMstudio.ai and download it from here. It will suggest the best option for you and you can download it and install it. It will be pretty straightforward, works for Linux, Mac OS, Windows, all the same. After downloading and installing it, just search for LMstudio and open it. In LMstudio, you can search for Gemma models. There are these variants of Gemma 4. According to your computer properties, it will show you if the model is likely too large or it is not compatible with your computer. You can see that my laptop is not made for these 31B models, so I won't install this. I actually went to E4B and downloaded this E4B instruct model. After downloading it, you can see this use in chat or use in new chat button. Just click it here and you can start chatting with the model here. You can see that the model has been loaded over here and I can now chat with this model. Hey, how are you? Okay, so it is doing some processing. And you can see there are some options. Okay, then it says I'm doing great, thank you for asking. Okay, now we can ask it to create a small HTML file. Since it's an efficient model, I can't ask it to do some heavy task or some complicated task. I'll ask it to create a can you create HTML page for me where horses can buy grass and the customers are actual horses. Okay, I'll fast forward this, but I'll show you how much time it took to create the page. Okay, so it has created the HTML page and it took around 43 seconds to create this and also took 2,824 tokens. And let's go and let's copy this. Let's copy this HTML file and let's open Notepad. Pad++. Okay, and let's paste it here. Okay, and let's save this as shop for horses. Okay, I want to save it on desktop, so we can go to the desktop and okay, I have to rename this file as HTML file, otherwise it won't show me. Yes, I want to change it. Okay, let's open it. Wow. So you can see that this is so powerful that this thing has been created for free. So with that aspect, it's really powerful because I remember that maybe 1 year ago or 2 years ago, ChatGPT was creating these kind of pages. And now it has obviously, since it's cloud running model, it will create much beautiful, or Claude or ChatGPT will create much beautiful web pages. But for an offline model, this is really, really good. You can just, and it has created proper, I think it has also given some pictures here, but since it can't generate pictures, so it can't do that. Maybe if maybe the cloud model will be able to do it. But yeah, let's click buy this Mado. Okay, purchase dewdrop clover mix, added $35 to your grazing basket. So I can finish order. Obviously it's just a mock-up page, so it won't do anything. Let's see that. Okay, order placed, enjoy the fresh nutrients, your hay is being loaded onto a wagon. Nice. I really love this model. Okay, and this is And this is efficient model. Just think about, the large or the huge models, like the other ones that I was showing you. This 31B model should be really good. Now let's see how you can use this Gemma 4 model in Claude Code. Don't worry, we are not going to use Olama for this. LMStudio can host a local server, and through that local server we can use the Gemma 4 model in Claude Code. I'll show you how you can do that. So go to this developer settings, and here you can see my server is already running. Usually for you it will be like this, status stopped. Just go here and toggle this. So your server will start running and you will see these developer logs over here. Through the LMStudio server, you can use Gemma 4 model in Claude Code. Let's see how you can do that. You remember that in last video we installed Claude Code. If you have not seen that video, please check it out. And after installing Claude Code, you have a folder in your users. So this is my C drive. Go to your C drive and then go to users, and this is my user, and in your user you will see this .claude folder, and in .claude folder you will see this settings.json. If you don't have this settings.json, just create it here. Just go just do this new and just do text a document and just give this extension and write it as settings.json. But since I already have this file, I won't create it, so I'll delete this. Open your settings.json, and I've already given some environment variables here. You can see Anthropic base URL, Anthropic or token. By going through the documentation and some Medium articles, I found out these settings, and you can also copy these settings. I'll provide these settings in description or maybe my Telegram channel. You just have to have these environment variables here, and you can see I have added this localhost 1234. How did I get this link? So you can see the LMStudio server is reachable at this link, which is localhost and the port 1234. So I just copied that and pasted it here. Also the LMStudio or token API key, no key, because we won't need the API key here since we are using a local model. This name you can get it from here, Gemma 4 E4B. Remember, don't copy Google, just copy the name Gemma 4 E4B, paste it here. Of this Opus model, also here you have to use the full name, Google Gemma 4 E4B or any other model that you have downloaded, and just paste it over here. And rest of the settings you can keep it. Just remember this, you have to name the model or give the name here accordingly. If you are not using E4B, if you are using E2B, you will write E2B. If you are using the biggest model, which is 31B, then you will use 31B, like this, Gemma 4 31B. So once you have done this part, just save this file, and let's open up the scary PowerShell. Okay, always remember one thing: whenever you are running these agents, just run them in a safe directory. Don't run these agents where you have sensitive files or files that you don't want to get deleted. With local models, your data is safe. It's not going to any server, but you have to be mindful that if you ignore any command or if you just ask it to auto edit or do something automatically, it might run some commands that may harm your files. For this exercise, I have created one downloads copy directory where I have taken all the downloaded files from my downloads folder and pasted it here. Why? Because I don't want this agent to do anything in my downloads folder, because I might lose some files or it might delete something, and I don't want that. Just I copied that and I pasted it here just to show you what this agent can do or what this model can do. So let's go to the PowerShell again. So I'm going to this folder and I will run Claude in this folder. Yes, so you can see this, that Claude didn't ask me to authenticate or log in into my Anthropic account because I have this model running on LMStudio. And you can also see there are some logs here, and let's write, or let's give it a prompt to categorize my downloads files into some folders. And I have written a prompt for this exercise already. I will attach this prompt in the description of this video. I will copy this prompt and I will paste it here and I will press enter. Okay, you can see there are some activities happening in the logs, and now it is also showing you how many tokens it is using. If I am using cloud models, it will cost me some dollars, and right now I'm doing this for free. One thing also you have to be mindful of the context length. Here in LMStudio, you have to increase the context length of the model. I've maxed out the context length. Let's see something happening in the logs. Let's see what is happening in Claude Code. Okay. So yes, it will create these folders as it is saying, and executables. And then let's see what it does. It's doing something. Let's press Ctrl O to see what it is doing. Okay, it has listed all the files that are present in the folder. Let's go back to the folder of downloads copy. Let's say if something happening here. Okay, no, nothing is happening right now. Maybe it will give me a bash script and then it will start executing that. Let's see what happens. So it is telling me that it will create several folders and move these files into those folders. Let me check the bash script. Since I know bash scripting, so I will go through the script and see if it is not performing any destructive commands like rm or rmdir to remove any file. Let's see what happens. Okay. Summary. Yes. Okay. I have checked everything, every line. I don't see any destructive command. Only move commands are there, which is only move commands are there, which is expected. Okay. Let's proceed with this. Okay. There are some errors. It will go through the error log and it will try to fix it. Let's give it some time. Let me check the script again. If it is performing any destructive commands like rm, no, it's not. Okay, let's say yes, do that. Okay, I can see it has created these folders and you can see the files are getting moved to these folders. And I mean, it's crazy. This model is free basically, and everything is happening for free. Usually I do this in my work laptops and there I use Claude models for this, but this is so good. I mean, I really like this. By seeing free models can do this, just imagine the future. Okay, so we are at the final stage and it has moved all the files. We will see what it says. Maybe it will give me some final message. The file, okay, file process is complete. Yes, and then it has created these folders, executable images. We can see these folders here. Let's see the folders now. Okay, in archives, it has moved all the zip files. In audio, it has moved all the audio files. Documents, okay, all the document files are here. Nice. Executables, nice, it has moved all the executable files. Images, moved all the images. Most of the images, I think. In videos, okay, all the videos it has moved here. And in others, okay, in others I see some files here which are images and some HTML files. I think these files were ambiguous to the model. As I can see, this file has a dot inside the name, so it got confused maybe, or the bash script that it wrote was not considering maybe the age cases here, and it just did not do that. But still, for me, a local model is doing it and it's impressive. Now we are going to see how you can run Gemma 4 on your mobile phone. I have my Galaxy S23 with me and I will run Gemma 4 on this model. Go to Playstore and from Playstore, download Google AI Age Gallery. Once you download this, open Edge Gallery, and here you can chat with the models, or you can run some agent skills. So basically you will have to download any model, E2B or E4B. So E4B is not supported for this device, but E2B is supported by this device. So I have downloaded this already. If you want, you can also chat with it. The chat is offline feature, so it's really interesting. You can check it out. Right now I'm not showing this to you because most of YouTubers have already covered this part where they go and they turn on the airplane mode and then they chat with this model. So we can skip that part right now. I'll be showing you one interesting thing with the agent skills here. So in agent skills, I saw one skill that inspired me to create a new skill, and I created that skill to place some small games in this app. So let me show you how I achieved that. So I went to the skills, and you see this virtual piano over here. It is basically rendering HTML file and it is letting you play a virtual piano in this. So let's see. I want to play piano. So what it does is basically it invokes the skill which it already has, and it will give me a web view of a piano, and I can play the piano here. So in the similar way, we can also play some games in this. And I went ahead and I created a skill. It's on my GitHub. I'll also share the link to this in the description below. So go check it out. Just go here, download the zip. Okay. Once you download the zip, go to the file manager. I have this here. Use any file manager that you want. I will move this file to the folder skills that I have already created. Okay, move here, and I go here and then I extract. Yes, I extract the folder here. So I have the folder now, and then I go to the Edge Gallery again. Now let's go to skills, and from here I can add some local skill. So let's import local skill. It also shows you a warning that this is a third-party skill, and adding a third-party skill is always a risk. So even if this is my skill, I will encourage you to go to the GitHub repository, check every file that I've added, and just check it's safe to run on your phone and it is not doing any malicious thing on your phone. So you can go ahead and check. Right now I have written the skill, so I know that it's safe for me. So I'm agreeing to this, and then click on this file icon. Go to your skills folder and then your skill folder, and inside this, once you have this view of the files there where you have skill.md, remember the folder you are selecting should have skill.md, otherwise it will not work. So I have this folder where skill.md is there. I will use this folder, allow, add. Okay, now I see that this mini games skill is added in agent skills. So now I will use this skill to play a small game. To invoke this skill, I just have to say let's play, or I'm bored, or play a game. So I want to play Brick Breaker. So now I'll tell the agent, I want to play Brick Breaker. Now it will go and invoke my local skill that I have just imported, and it will give me the game. It just rendering the HTML file that I've created. Okay. So you can see I can play the game now, which is really fun because I don't have to download any game in my phone. I can just go here to kill time and ask it to create a game for me, and I can play it here. I've also added Sudoku, Minesweeper, Simon Says, and all these games. If you want, you can check the skill, and also if you get inspired to create your own skills, go ahead. If you find any difficulties, or if you find anything that you didn't understand, or if you find any errors while doing any step in the video, do let me know in the comments and I will surely reply to you. So that was my humble try to show you how you can run Gemma 4 locally. If this video helped you to learn something, then make sure to like, subscribe to my channel so we can grow together in this AI journey. See you in the next video.